Shalom, Rainicorns. It is Ellie the Empress here, and Shalom Yasharala, those of you who are not familiar with my content or my channel. This is I'll say it like this. Not only is this video important, I'm not, my intention is not to just come at people and just make a mockery of what it is we believe to be as Yasharala, okay? My intention is to really bring awareness and ask the questions, what's really going on? What's actually going on? What are people's true intentions here, and why is all this happening? And so I started this particular journey as far as having this channel in 2021. It'll say that I started my channel in 2020. However, I started posting content in 2021, openly speaking about things like Hebrew Israelite, Yasharala, lineage, and things of the occult. And if that is going to freak you out, just take some deep breaths before you continue watching the video if you truly would like to be informed, okay? This is not a situation where it's like anyone's here to freak you out just to freak you out. No, I'm here to inform, ask questions, and really comprehend what actually is everyone's intentions here. So if you go back on my page, you'll see that I have addressed the exact same situation within those who are in this spiritual community, those who are conscious, those who are woke, and things of that nature. We all have in common, we are black, okay? And we all disagree with religion and the Christian church and the way that people have been indoctrinated and basically fleeced as a flock of whatever resources to give to the church that have not been dispersed to the community correctly. So we all are on the same page when it comes to that aspect of things. However, being in these Hebrew Israelite spaces, I've never been part of a camp. Okay? So I'm not in that space, and I've never met large content creators in person. I have met some Hebrews in my locals, well, in my hometown, and they were really cool. Those individuals were really cool. I enjoyed my time with them, and they were fine as people. When it comes to community building, that is something I'm very serious about, something that I'm very passionate about, something that I take very seriously. Hey, NJ, I told you either be quiet or leave, okay? And so when it comes to this, this is my life work. This is something that I'm intentionally doing, something that me and Abba and our goddess mother Allah, earth mother goddess, that is something that we all consult about on a regular basis. And so once I got into contacting people and letting it be known, hey, I can be of a resource to you, I can be an asset to you and what you have going on, I did not expect the results that I got. I'm not saying that anyone is obligated to work with me. I'm not saying that anyone is obligated to take my help and assistance. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the response and results that I got were actually shocking and astonishing and disappointing. Highly disappointing. And so I will get into some Bible scriptures after I point out individuals and people that I have had experiences with online. I'm not saying, people like to group people in and, oh, all guys are this or all Hebrews are that, all black men. No, I'm not going to do that, and that is not true. I have not had terrible experiences with every single male online. That is not true, and I will not stand by that. Michael Johnson say, hey, Ellie, what's good, Michael? So the individuals that I will be calling by name are Jakuza, Rollo, hold on, because his new name is Floridian Rollo Regular Talk, formerly known as Rollo on the 7 Talk, and what's his new one? New Breed Global Truth, formerly known as New Breed to the World Over. Okay, so these three guys in particular, we had terrible experiences. Now with Yakuza, I will just preface with this. When I first met him, I was on bullshit, and I told him that. I was very honest about the fact that I was on bullshit, so it was fine with the stuff that happened. And so, whatever happened with him as an individual, it was fine in the beginning. However, once I actively started to get my life together intentionally, and he was aware of that, then it became some, I don't know what happened. I found out that he was discussing things about me with other people, which no one has any business to discuss other people without even being close to them. As far as like, okay, did I do anything to you, Jakuza? No, I didn't. I really didn't. If we're gonna be honest here, I did not. And at the same time, once we did fall out, like the first time or whatever, it was fine for me. I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. That is what it is. All right, cool. We're like the same age, so I'm not tripping on nothing. I'm like, 20-year-olds gonna do what 20-year-olds do. I ain't tripping. But then to find out that, you know, all this other stuff is going on, you're saying this and that about me, I'm just like, okay, if you're like a influencer for Hebrew Israelites, I just don't think it's very godly of you to be doing the things that you're doing. And then even the stuff you were doing personally, which I won't even bring up. Like, I'm not even gonna bring up the stuff you were doing on Big O. I'm not gonna say in detail what that was, because it doesn't involve me personally. I will speak about your offenses towards me personally. Nighttime Guru said, keep up with the good work. Greatly appreciate you. And I will. I'm getting everything on track, getting all this stuff aired out so I can just have a clean slate with things. And for anyone who doesn't know, Hebrew New Year is this week. So this is Happy New Year, everybody. So when it comes to Jakuza, like I was saying, once I was actively, intentionally getting my life together from being on bullshit that I was honest about in the beginning, he would approach me and make it seem as if like we were cool. And I was cool with being cool with him, because I'm like, you know, ain't no hard feelings. I told him I already forgive you. I ain't tripping. I accept your apology. Like, you know, we was like that. You're like, and you don't even sit up here and lie, because if you try to lie to people, Jakuza, I will run DM screenshots. I'm not doing that right now. I don't feel like that's necessary. But don't try to sit up here and lie and say that that conversation never happened. I will run DM screenshots, okay? If you try to lie and create false narratives. There's a reason I'm addressing this. So this is not like drama. This is not like I didn't meet y'all in person. These spiritual people I met in person tried to kill me. So I'm not accusing y'all of coming at my life, okay? These other people have threatened a false lawsuit, and other people are trying to get me wrapped up in a murder case. Okay, I'm not saying that anybody has done anything that serious in the Hebrew community. I have addressed them already. And I've already gone to the press about it. Because people are trying to involve me in this murder case, I am using the press to speak about these other people. So it's not that dramatic with y'all. Like I said, my point is with the community, okay? What is going on with this community stuff? What is going on with this online stuff with people who are saying that they are men of the Most High, specifically addressing males? I haven't run across any females who have disrespected me. I just haven't. I'm just being straight up honest with you. I haven't experienced any females who have come up against me in any sort of way that I know about. Maybe there are some yaps behind my back, but I'm not aware of it. I'm just being straight up honest with you. Willie Evans said Willie from Cali is watching. Oh, why did that's wild. I've never seen that before. I hope you typed that, because if YouTube is doing that, that's gonna be wild. Okay. Tate himself said peace God is peace God, how you doing? And so yeah, like I said, he approached me, apologized, I said I forgive you, all that, and we were buddy for a minute. Then come to find out, like, he was making it seem as if, like, I'm gonna say it like this. I knew he was talking about me with other people because of the things he was saying. So, as some of y'all know, on my Instagram, I do like risque type of content at times. My background is in modeling and entertainment. And so, I'm not gonna let my found identity change who I am as an individual. That is between me and the Most High. You check yourself. I'll stay in my own lane, okay? Y'all leave me alone with the stuff that I do. If it's wrong and absolutely no, then God's not gonna allow me to do it. If it is something that I am doing to express myself and my art, then that's when I'm allowed to do it. So don't come at me with your judgment. And if you do, bro, like, don't try me, because I'm finna hit the Bible later. So he messaged me and made it seem as if he was giving me some advice. And he said, can you stop shaking your 9 ether booty cheeks online? Saying, like, stop making twerk videos and stuff like that. And I was like, why do you know that? Why? Because that's an inside joke. That is like a community thing that has nothing to do with Hebrew stuff. Like, that was not like a Hebrew thing. There was a community I was part of online where we had an inside joke, 9 ether booty cheeks. And if you're not familiar with what 9 ether is, this is ether. And the way that our ether curls is in a 9 shape. So us, Yasharala, we are 9 ether beings, okay? So you can study up on being a carbonated being, a neuromelanated being, on top of the fact that we are Yasharala from the 12 tribes. Okay, that's the joke. I am a natural goddess. I do not have a BBL. I do not have breast implants. I am a natural being. So that is why I express my femininity in such a way. So he said, can you stop shaking? Like, it's just, like, that's shit that, yeah, I get it. Having a male friend tell you that, it seems like it's something that they're trying to give you as advice, but he wasn't trying to give me no genuine advice. I'm just being straight up honest with you. Vibe is vibe, okay? So trying to make it seem like I'm his girlfriend or something, like, hey, can you stop shaking your butt online? I'm just like, again, I'm not finna say what you did on Big O, but I'm looking at you like, what? And so I was like, no, you know, this is my art, this is what I do, this is my entertainment. And for people who, oh, well, that's why you get male attention the way that you do. Okay, if you read my comment section, for males that are in my comments, I comment back to them a certain way. For females that are in my comment section, we get it. That is sacral chakra healing. And if you don't know what the sacral chakra is, that is the chakra that is around your genitalia. That is your creativity chakra. So by me utilizing my creativity chakra in order to express myself through dance, I am doing what's called womb healing and shaking out all of the negative energy that I have accumulated within my womb space, being in a toxic relationship and being on bullshit. Like I was saying, I was honest about the fact that I was on bullshit. So by me getting out of that, of course guys are going to see that, and I was never tripping on it. So that was not the reason I was doing it. I'm doing it because that's my art, that is my fun, that is my form of expression. And so by him saying that specifically, all he had to say was, hey, you probably shouldn't twerk online anymore. I would have been like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but blah, blah, blah. But by the fact that he said, in quotes, 9 ether booty cheeks, I'm like, who are you talking to? Why do you know that inside joke? You're not part of the thing. You're not in the thing. And if you are part of the thing, what's going on? If you know the thing, then you know some other stuff too. Like, if you know that, you know other things. So then, coming back to finding out he's been talking about me, about whatever, with other people for however much time, I'm just like, dude, what are you actually on? What are you on? It's weird. And so, that's that. Again, I ain't tripping too much. That's 20-year-old shit. It is what it is. Whatever. Now we're finna move on to these grown dudes, because this is where I have my biggest issue. When it comes to community building, we're all supposed to be doing things in a very, very serious manner. Okay? Very serious. I was not approaching people like Rollo and New Breed when I was on my bullshit. I was not talking to them when I was on bullshit. That was what type of sense would that make? What type of sense would that make? I know I'm on bullshit. I'm finna leave the house and go do something I know I'm not supposed to do. Why would I do that? And so when it comes to them, I don't know what the heck going on. What the heck going on? So the thing specifically with my biggest beef was with Rollo, because he publicly humiliated me and some other ladies that are in the Hebrew Israelite online community on YouTube. And I'm just like, what is this dude's problem? What is this dude's problem? He deleted the video, so I don't have proof of it to show you. And so I don't know what happened. This happened around this time last year, if I'm not mistaken. September 2022, if I'm not mistaken. And he goes live on his StreamYard, and he allows people to get on the stream to speak their piece or whatever. And I got on there trying to figure out what was going on, because I knew he was going through some stuff, but I didn't know like all the details. So the way that he was doing his content was he'll make his content publicly, and then he would have his private content that he would send to people on Instagram. So he'll send like a link to an unlisted video, so only people who are exclusive to his community of supporters, he would send an unlisted link, so we would have exclusive content. So so it was like one of them things on Instagram and YouTube. And so Okay, so I'm being guided to mention this. New Breed is part of that. So when there would be like unlisted videos and people would make comments and stuff like that, New Breed will be in there. I'm just being guided to share that as a preface for why I'm just seeing too many patterns happening within this particular space, and then added with the spiritual people, black people are really having a huge problem right now. And so when I first started going live with Rollo with his StreamYard on YouTube, okay, he was saying things like, let me see, where was I? I was in Atlanta at the time when I got on his stream, and we were already like in each other's comment section. We were already in each other's like on each other's live stream. I had been a moderator on his page for a period of time. You know, so it's not like we were just complete strangers or anything as far as being in the YouTube community space. And so I got on this StreamYard this one particular day while I was in Atlanta, and he was like, yeah, I was trying to figure out why all these guys talk about you. I think it's because they all want to get with you. And I just kind of laughed it off because I'm like, yeah, that happens all the time. I'm not surprised that people, you know, find me attractive or whatever. But I'm really thinking about it. Over all the patterns and situations that have happened to me over this period of time, why is grown men talking about me so much? Like, y'all do not be approaching me like that. High key, y'all don't be approaching me like that. You do not hit my DM. Y'all don't even be in my comment section. Why are grown men talking about me? At the time I was in my early 20s. I'm now in my mid 20s. Okay? Like, look at that. Y'all 40, pushing 40, over 40 years old talking about a 20-year-old. What's wrong with y'all? A content creator, like talking, like when I say the 20-year-olds were doing it, you know, I wasn't tripping too much. Them 20-year-olds, it's fine, but y'all 40, pushing 40, over 40 years old talking about me. And then Rollo saying, yeah, I think it's because they want to get with you. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, high key, that's weird. Especially being after the situation I've been in with my sexual assault. Like, y'all just don't be making no sense. Y'all don't be making no sense at y'all's big ages. Like, this don't y'all got kids, bro? Like, don't y'all got kids for real? Like, ain't y'all married? Why is you talking about a 20-something-year-old female on YouTube or Instagram if you follow me there? Why is you doing that? And so, like I said, he had went live sometime last year as well, and just went off on me and some other ladies, and he ain't even do me dirty like the other females. And I'm gonna show y'all some proof in a minute. Like, I'm not just some bullshit ass person who ain't, you know, do nothing. Like, I'm really here to support the community, and I actually appreciated all these guys for their contributions. Like, I would send cash out donations, which I'm gonna show y'all. Like, it's not for you, it's not for weird stuff. Like, I'm just, because people like to say I'm a liar. I'm providing verified proof of the stuff that I'm saying. And so this other lady, she was like, oh, I'm one of your day ones, and I've always like supported you as far as like sending cash up and like liking the video, sharing the videos and stuff like that. And she was like, why did you block me on Instagram? What's going on? And he never answered the question. He was playing dumb and was like, huh? What? Like making sounds like that. And I was just like, and I'm gonna tell it, like, okay, yeah, Spirit's saying that I can say this. I was peeping what was going on in the live because I had muted my microphone. I was just letting him talk, and I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to observe his frustration so that I can either help and assist or just figure out what I may have done wrong, because I didn't know nothing. I didn't know what was going on. So I'm on mute. He has this other guy on the live, and it's him and this other lady arguing. So I'm listening, and Spirit is telling me in my ear he's sexually frustrated. And I'm like, what? And Spirit's just like, yeah, he's sexually frustrated, and he's taking it out on every black female on his platform. And I'm like, are you serious? They're like, yes. And I was like, you don't be one to listen to stuff like that when Spirit tells you, but you gotta know what Spirit is telling you. When Spirit tell you something, you like, cause that's the only thing that makes sense. Why else would he do that publicly? And then he deleted the video. So obviously he was ashamed of his behavior, or he didn't want it to just be something to resurface or whatever. He deleted it. So there was no real reason to do it in the first place. That's first of all. There was no real reason to do it in the first place. After that happened, I blocked him on Instagram immediately. Because I'm like, hell the fuck no. Nigga, you're not finna take my Cash App donations. You're not finna, I'm showing you appreciation for the stuff that you taught me. I'm getting on your streams and telling you, hey, so I applied this to my life and I got these results and I appreciate this and that. And like, no, nigga, you too old for that shit. Like, y'all are too fucking old for that shit. Oh, she's using profanity. Fuck you, you baby. Okay? Like, y'all too old for that. You're too old for it. And if you had a problem with me, you should have hit me in my DM. I went on the live to see what was going on. Like I said, to see if I could be of assistance, to be of comfort, something. Because you did another live stream, like, shortly before then, and you were like, oh, you know, you can say what you want to say, you can cuss me out or whatever. And I was like, nah, I'm going to tell you I love you, and whatever you're going through, I genuinely do pray to the Most High that you know, get through your situation. I may not have used that exact terminology, but basically, high vibes and high frequencies to you, bro. Like, you know, it's all peace over here. Like, whatever it is you're going through, we all struggling right now, and it is what it is, and, you know, we'll get out of it. I'm saying that you'll get out of it, like, whatever it is, the situation. What I gotta cuss you out for? What I gotta be aggressive and yell at you for? Like, what the fuck is you doing to make people mad at you? You ain't said nothing to hurt my feelings. So why would I get on your platform and cuss you out? That don't make no fucking sense. But I didn't see it all the way at that time period. So again, I'm like comforting and trying to make it to where, you know, whatever it is you're going through, that you can get through it. Notorious J with the I heart and fire. Greatly appreciate you. Rock BG said hello, beautiful. Hello. Notorious J said 100. Yeah. And so that was what happened with Rollo. I don't know what happened. And I was at the point where I was like, I don't care. But now I'm like, oh no, there's a problem. There's a problem. There's really a problem. And the reason I saved New Breed for last is because, like, this is my biggest frustration. Like, yes, of course I'm upset with Rollo for doing that shit publicly. Like, what the fuck was that about? But with New Breed, it's like, okay, he's one of the most popular Hebrew creators in the space, at least on YouTube, as far as being an educator, right? And so around this particular time period, the date on here is August 9th, 2021. So if you go back to his videos around that time period, he was speaking about things that are very, very important when it pertains to community building. And so I will show y'all the date here. Like I said, August 29th, 2021. And I had sent him an email called Community for the Kingdom. And I said, just saw the live stream and heard you mention building a community for our people. This is a topic I'm very passionate about and would like to contribute to. Long term, I'd like for us to have communities and retirement homes for our elders in coastal countries in Africa. Things are moving fast, so it would be smart to have a place for our people here in the USA first. If you'd like to know more about me, I'm Sovereign Empress on YouTube, but my background is in real estate. My website where I teach people about real estate is birddogrealestate.com, and my company where I conduct deals is MTW Properties. Let me know if you'd like to move forward. I'm ready to help in any way I can. Blessings. And so he never responded to this email. Like, there's no email thread, there's no reply thing, nothing. At the same time, okay, here it goes. This says October 26th, if y'all can see that. October 26, 2020, okay? This was not the first, like, post on my page at the time. This was, like, several scrolls down. And New Breed liked it. That's his actual Instagram. So if you think I'm lying, that's his Instagram. You can look it up. That's his page. Okay. So this is my thing. Because like I said, that was not the only post that I had up at that time period. I had other posts up, and that particular post was several scrolls down. Like you had to do a couple of thumb flips to find that particular picture. Why is it when I contact you on something that's very serious that you said you wanted to do, I only responded to what you said in the YouTube video? Why is it that you come to my page, like my selfie, and not reply to the email? Like, what was the point of that? Like, no DM. Oh, shalom sister, I got your email and I would like to build with you, and you know, I appreciate you reaching out and responding to what. Nothing. None. Just, what's that about? What is that? And then y'all don't take me seriously. So then again, with Rollo's supporter community where he would send unlisted videos, New Breed's in that. Like, they know each other. Y'all see they be talking to each other in live streams. And so again, like I said, I don't just be doing what I'm doing and saying what I'm saying. Look at these. This is all from like 2022 and 2021. Okay, like I'm an actual supporter, like, of the stuff that everybody was talking about in the comment section and on Cash App. Like, this wasn't no fake nothing. This wasn't no fake nothing. Like, I was a genuine supporter. I was being educated. I was learning things, and I was showing appreciation. And my form of tithing was with actual money on Cash App. So what the fuck going on, nigga? What is wrong with y'all? Like, what's really wrong with y'all? What's actually wrong with you here? Because if you had done research on my company, because at the time, like, my website was active and stuff, but now it's not active, so you wouldn't be able to go to the .com and see the same thing. However, the platform is still the same thing on social media. It's all universal all the way around. If you had done your research, you would know that I've already worked with people for building communities and buying real estate. So what's going on? And I was in Atlanta for a good while. Rollo knew. I know y'all be talking. So if you really wanted some help, like, I had been hit you up on that. I make content about it. What actually is going on here? Why did you come to my Instagram and scroll my page, like a selfie, and leave? Like, what is this about? Like, genuinely, what is this about? This is weird. And like I said, I've already addressed certain things that happen in the spiritual community with people who practice occult information. Like, I'm getting to the Bible in a minute, so just give me a second. Notorious J said facts though. Period. I was actually physically assaulted by a guy who was in his early 50s, who literally set up a trap for me to be in. Now, I'm not saying that any Hebrew guy has done this. What I'm saying is there is a physical mental problem with males, black males, right now. And for all the males that I called out who are men of the Most High, who are Hebrews, who are Yasharallah, what is y'all's true objective? What is going on here? Like, it's like the same thing repeating itself no matter where anybody goes with their beliefs. Because at the end of the day, did I hit you up on anything stupid, New Breed? No, I actually genuinely emailed you based off of something that you were requesting and that I have experience in. Like, I wasn't even asking for no money. Even if I wouldn't have made any money off of that, I wouldn't have minded because it was for the community. Like, y'all act like, I'm not going to say that because that's an assumption. It's not like a true statement, but regardless, this all is high-key very strange. And, like, I'm not saying that y'all are physical predators. What I'm saying is there's a repeated pattern with black males at this point who use things like high level spirituality and the Bible just for attention. Just for attention. Like, yeah, y'all be going to conferences, y'all be on other people's live streams, y'all be, you know, saying this and that, y'all make music, like everybody want to make music. And I'm like, okay, what about the communities that are supposed to be getting built? And then, like, I had remembered after I sent that email, Newry was continuing to say things in his streams like, yeah, I want to build a community and it's just so hard and this and that. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, because, like, I sent you an email. If you need to find some property, I can find it for you. If you need some money, I can either, like, work with some people who know how to get, you know, whether it's a loan or we can build up the funds in some sort of way. Like, that's not the problem. Money ain't the issue. So what's going on? Like, genuinely and truthfully, what's going on? The only person that I can say that I have to apologize to is his page gone now. But Blackmail Advice TV, he has this other one, Ringo Reacts. So I gotta apologize to Ringo, because Ringo had did a song with New Breed, and it was called, what was it? I think it's the Pump and Dump song. I think that's the name of it, I think. And I told Ringo that I was going to do a TikTok video to it. TikTok, I took my account by the time y'all had dropped the song. So I couldn't do the TikTok for it. I wanted to specifically put it on TikTok at that time period because of the way that the TikTok algorithm is. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you have a TikTok account. So they took my TikTok account. I couldn't fulfill what I said I was going to do. You know, that's unfortunate. However, all the other stuff I said, what the heck is going on? What's going on? Actually, what's actually going on here? And like I said, I have addressed people who are into more occult practices for more serious, like, they're not accusations, it's stuff that happened to me. And like I said, people try to put a false lawsuit on me, people assaulting me, people trying to get me wrapped up in a murder case that I have nothing to do with. Two media sources have reached out to me over the past year. So, hey, I'm in the press now on some crazy shit. It is what it is, but, like, damn, like, what's going on? And so I'm gonna read a couple of things, and then I want to address, like, black males in general, because what the heck? So on Thursday, September 14th, that is when Mercury retrograde ends. And if you're unfamiliar with things like astrology, just look, stop with the mental blocks, because y'all are mentally blocking yourselves by being religious and taking scriptures out of context. The Bible does say that astrologers will not save you. Astrology is a calendar. If you look in the Bible, the Hebrew calendar lines up with the zodiac signs. Abib is the same as Aries. Abib is in the Bible. You go on to every single zodiac sign, every single Hebrew month. It's the exact same thing. All right? It's a calendar. So even if you don't believe in the energies and planetary alignments behind everything, it's a calendar. All right? So Mercury retrograde ends September 14th. And then the next day after that is Rosh Hashanah. So on September 15th, that is the harvest new moon in Virgo. And that is the Hebrew year 5784. So 5784 is the new year we're about to enter into. And we should just close out the year with all this weird stuff. All this weird stuff needs to just go. Like, what's going on? Let's close out this year and open up this next year, turning a new leaf, because what y'all do as people, it's not going to affect me as a person as far as, you know, my beliefs and stuff like that. Just because I was hurt by, it's like church hurt. Like, are you going to stop going to God because you were hurt in a church? You shouldn't, but a lot of people do lose their faith and stop going to church and stop reading the Bible because of what people do to them at the church. What y'all did to me, that actually strengthened my relationship that I got with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really made me have to talk to him like, yo, God, What's going on? Yeshua, bro, I need you to like clear some stuff up for me, because this weird right here. Like, these dudes are using y'all's names, and I'm just highly lost. I don't know what's going on here. I'm thoroughly confused. Thoroughly. Because I'm trying to make sure stuff lines up and stuff like that. And I'm just like, y'all swear y'all talk about like dressing modestly and stuff like that. So why is you liking this? I'm going to show y'all the picture again. This is a tank top. I'm not a tank top. This is a crop top. This is a bandeau. This is a very quote unquote inappropriate picture for people who say that, you know, you're supposed to dress modestly. I had some modest pictures on there, but this is the only one he liked. This is the only picture he liked, and I had other pictures where I'm fully covered up, but this is the only one on my page that he liked. And I told y'all, you had to scroll a little bit at that particular time period. So it wasn't the first one on my page, so it wasn't just like, oh, it's the first picture, I'm gonna like it. No. There are some other pictures, and there were more modest looking pictures than that one. So what the heck's going on? Like, we don't need to sit up here and be hypocrites. That's why I said, like, you can't judge me based off of what I do, because this is actually what I do. Stop it. This is what I do, and I'm open about it. However, I'm not going to get on a platform and say, don't do this, don't do that, and then do it behind closed doors. That don't make sense. If I see it feminine, and she's expressing herself in such a way, whatever her intentions are behind it, it is her business. And that it is what it is. I'm not going to say she's wrong for that. However, y'all say that females are wrong for things like that, so why would you encourage it? Like, that's the hypocritical behavior. And so, Willie Evans said the moon will tell us what day it is. Yeah, like, even a lot of Hebrews now are just now getting on the train of following the new and full moon cycles. And I'm like, y'all done demonized astrologers and the moon, people who follow the moon cycles for so long, and now all of a sudden y'all want to figure it out because you found the scriptures when y'all were demonizing the Christians for not reading the scriptures properly. Now y'all want to all of a sudden, like, it's the hypocrisy of it all. Which again, I'm going to get into some scriptures in a minute, but I want to re-emphasize we're coming up on 5784 Hebrew New Year on Rosh Hashanah, September 15th, which is the harvest new moon in Virgo, okay? That is the day after Mercury retrograde ends. I don't want to do that right now. The spirit calling me to pull something. Like, look, don't even be tripping, bro. Don't even be tripping. So here we have the entity Ifa, and we have the entity Omwiri. So Ifa is the hanged man in traditional tarot in the major arcana. And so this is the intuition card. This is seeing in the spirit. Like, this is, you see the eyes in the spirit realm. Okay, this is seeing in the spirit, which is what I had to do for a lot of stuff, which is how I found out a lot of things, and it made me very uncomfortable, but everything started to line up. And then this is the Ten of Pentacles. Omwiri is the protector spirit. Okay, this one right here, that's Omwiri. This is the family and generational wealth card. All right, this represents everything we're talking about: building communities, being there for our people. This is a family right here. Okay, and then even this one, this is the Two of Chalices. This is the marriage card, the entity Onkunlu and Kulu. All right, all the stuff that y'all be talking about: marriage and being in faithful relationships, having a family, building generational wealth, having a relationship with the Most High, and using your intuition to be able to, well, not, y'all don't even say that terminology, but being able to utilize having the Holy Spirit within you, okay, and living life that way. Okay, if that's the case, then why is all this stuff going on within these communities here? Like, what is that about? What is that about, bro? What is that about? All right. And I'm going to read this scripture passage because, like I said, I was assaulted. And here's the thing. This particular person was not Hebrew. And they didn't speak about that. However, there's a repeated pattern that's getting worse amongst black men in general. So y'all talk about marriage, y'all talk about relationships, y'all talk about polygyny. Okay, How about just take a break from that and just speak about men who need to be decent people as males? Just men who need to be decent people. Like, a female can be ratchet if she wants to. I'm not saying that we should encourage that. I'm not saying that we should, encourage the Tatianas and the OnlyFans girls. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Do not take what I say out of context. However, even like I said, Newbury and Ringo, they did a song called Pump and Dump. Like these dudes who get females, fuck them, and then leave. Okay, y'all want to talk about high body counts and stuff like that. Okay. How can a female have a high body count if someone didn't give her that? We're going to specifically talk about these guys who read the Bible and say that they are men of the Most High. How can someone say that they practice polygyny when they constantly have different girlfriends with their wife? That's polyamory, dude. Like, that's not a wife. That's not a concubine. That's not a consort. If you constantly have somebody new around you and your wife, and y'all are engaging sexually, that's polyamory. Y'all are not practicing polygyny, and you should stop talking about it if you're not even on that level. Or don't truly know what the meaning of it is. Because even saying a wife and talking about husbands and stuff like that, a lot of people don't have monogamy conquered yet. They don't have monogamy mastered. So let alone talk about polygyny, having multiple wives. That's just not a good topic to keep speaking about when people are failing at it so horribly. Horribly. And I've had my personal experience with that. And it's just like, okay, people just don't know what this word means. People don't know what wife means. People don't know what marriage means. People don't know what polygyny means. They don't know what it means. People don't know what concubine or consort means. They don't know what it means. And again, for the people who want to be judgmental, I'm the stuff that I talk about, I've been through it. I've gone through it. All right? So it's not like I'm here speaking out of ignorance. Like, my whole story is on my page if you want to do the research. Like I said, I talked about the stuff going on in the spiritual community, and then I also talk about my personal situation and my personal life, where I'm actually going through court situations right now for my previous family situation. So I'm not just sitting up here just saying stuff. Okay? Now, back to males, black males, just being decent people. Just being decent people. Aren't just decent people. Okay, before I read that, I'm gonna read these comments. Vincent Brand said, "Peace, goddess. Fro is dope." Okay, Fro is dope as fuck. Yeah, that's just how. Oh, that's just whole flow. I'm on one side. You really understand it. Yeah, it's not. Like I said, I was on bullshit in 2020, so I'm not. If anybody wants to bring that up, okay. Okay, I accept it because it happened. I'm not gonna hide and lie about it. Like, I'm not a hypocrite. I accept what I did. I talked about it on this channel. So what? You can't hold something against somebody who's honest. So in 2 Samuel 13, we come into a very similar situation that I was in and that a lot of females go into. You cannot just ignore the fact that a lot of ladies go through assault. And you can't blame them saying, oh, well, you were wearing this, or you were doing that, and you were hanging with the wrong people. No, dude. A lot of us get tricked into situations. I was literally helping somebody with a lawsuit. People started stalking me, and then someone else offered me help, and then they ended up assaulting me. So don't just miss me with all of that. Miss me with all of it. Y'all are judgmental, and that's y'all's problem. You think you know everything, and then you be making yourselves look stupid online. So Amnon defiles Tamar. Again, this is 2 Samuel 13. And it came to pass after this that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister. For those who don't know, that means she was nice looking, whose name was Tamar. and Amnon, the son of David, loved her. And Amnon was so vexed that he felt sick for his sister Tamar, for she was a virgin. And Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her. But Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab, Jonadab, the son of Shimea, David's brother. And Jonadab was a very subtle man. And he said unto him, Why art thou, being the king's son, lean from day to day? Wilt thou not tell me? And Amnon said unto him, I love Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister. And Jonadab said unto him, Lay thee down on the bed, and make thyself sick. And when thy father cometh to see thee, say unto him, I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come and give me meat, and dress the meat in my sight, that I may see it, and eat it at her hand. So basically invite her over and help heal me as like a home nurse sort of thing. So Amnon lay down and made himself sick. And when the king came to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come and make me a couple of cakes in my sight, that I may eat at her hand. Then David sent home to Tamar, saying, Go now to thy brother Amnon's house, and dress him meat. So Tamar went to her brother Amnon's house, and he was laid out, and she took flour, and kneaded it, and made cakes in his sight, and did bake the cakes. And she took a pan, and poured them out before him, and he refused to eat. And Amnon said, Have out all men from me. And they went out every man from him. And Amnon said unto Tamar, Bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thy hand. And Tamar took the cakes which she had made, and brought them into the chamber to Amnon her brother. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her, and said unto her, Come lie with me, my sister. And she answered him, Nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this folly. And I, whither shall I cause my shame to go? And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore, I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from thee. Howbeit, he would not hearken unto her voice, but being stronger than she, forced her and lay with her. Then Amnon hated her exceedingly, so that the hatred wherewith he hated her was greater than love wherewith he had loved her. And Amnon said unto her, Arise and be gone. And she said unto him, There is no cause. This evil in sending me away is greater than the other that thou didst unto me. But he would not hearken unto her. Then he called his servant that ministered unto him, and said, Put now this woman out from me, and bolt the door after her. And she had a garment of divers colors upon her, for with such robes were the king's daughters that were virgins apparelled. Then his servant brought her out, and bolted the door after her. Okay. And Tamar put ashes on her head, and rent her garment of divers colors that was on her, and laid her hand on her head, and went on crying. And Absalom her brother said unto her, Hath Amnon thy brother been with thee? But hold now thy peace, sister. He is thy brother. Regard not this thing. So Tamar remained desolate in her brother Absalom's house. But when King David heard of these things, he was very wroth. And Absalom spake unto his brother Amnon, neither good nor bad, for Absalom hated Amnon because he had forced his sister. Yeah, Absalom eventually kills that nigga because what the fuck? That type of stuff is still happening to this day, where females are being put into positions of, like I said, I was helping somebody with a court case, and this particular person was like, hey, I'm going to help you out because, I know that people are stalking you. I know that people are treating you badly. I'm aware of this stuff, so let me help you out. And then he does darn near the same thing that this guy does. I did not get all the way, like, my energy different. And so, like, I had my knives out and shit. And so, like, that big ass nigga was trying that shit, but I wasn't finna let that shit fly for real. Because I was just like, hell no, nigga. Like, you got, like, something. You touched me, bruh. But, like, nigga, no. I was trying to get my money straight so then I could just leave. But I ended up having to leave in the middle of the night on some shit. And, like, 5 a.m. on some bullshit, walking to the bus station. And I had to ask my family for some money to leave. Because that nigga, like, bro, what? This type of stuff is still happening to this day. It's clearly here in the Bible that we are all told to read. Why have we, as a collective of black people, not learned? It doesn't seem like we learned anything. It doesn't seem like we've learned anything at all. I'm very confident that, like, we just like talking about this stuff. I don't think anyone's learned anything. I don't think anyone's learned anything. Like, sure, we might know about it, but have we ingrained that into our being as individuals? I've learned about smear campaigns against me, people thinking that I slept with this person, that person. I'm just like, okay, all y'all tweaking, because I've been abstinent for almost 2 years. Who are you talking about? Who? Because even the person who assaulted me, they were like, oh yeah, I heard you were with this guy and that guy at the same time. And I'm like, that never happened. Y'all are supposed to be elders out here. People are supposed to be looking up to you. Y'all are teachers. You've made your platform. Let's not forget that. You made your platform. You're telling people that this is what you see for the community. You're telling people that this is what's going on, and you're informing people about this and that. That's you. That's all you. Now I'm gonna close with this statement. There was a particular Hebrew page. They post a lot of news stuff, and I just found it very disheartening, the fact that he posted about a story where this retired NFL player, right? Apparently, his daughter, teenage daughter, had been disrespectful to his mother, so her grandmother. And I can see taking someone's phone away, taking away their driving privileges, saying that they can't hang out with their friends, saying that they cannot participate in certain things, even getting an old-fashioned butt whipping. That sort of stuff makes sense to me. Punching a girl in the face is never something that makes sense as a punishment for a child. Punching a teenage girl in the face as a punishment does not make sense. So why were all these Hebrews, including mothers, in the comment section saying things along the line of, oh yeah, she got her punishment, we need to bring back this and that, yeah, he's just being a father. Ew, that dude had to spend some time in jail, and she had to go to the hospital because she was bleeding. Why are we praising this sort of behavior? What's going on? What is going on? What's happening? Why? Like, y'all forgot about switches? Y'all forgot about paddles? Y'all was getting punched in the face as kids? What happened? When was that going on? I knew about paddles. I got whooped with belts and stuff. I got whooped with switches. Y'all fathers punching teenage girls in the face? For being smart at the mouth. She ain't steal nothing. She ain't wrecked the car. She didn't put hands on her grandmother. She just got smart at the lip. Teenage girl stuff. Take her phone. Take her laptop. Get a belt if you need to. My nigga punching in the face, and people are defending him in the comments saying that, you know, they hope he got bail and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, Yeah, no, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with black people. There's something wrong with black people. Because even in my situation, if people are calling me a liar, I'm fine with that. You know, people don't have to believe me. It's just for me to share the information and for me and the rest of his victims to get some sort of justice, which is why I went to the press who were already pressing me about something else. But for people, I've literally gotten comments that I posted publicly and said, people have said I should have fucked the shit out of him because that was a waste of information and I should have appreciated it. Essentially, I should have had sex with him for information and wisdom. What's going on with black people? What's actually happening? Cause this is just no, 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 no. So, like I said, just to close this out. Okay, they want me to pull something else. And these are my Hebrew tarot cards. And it's like people want to call themselves Hebrew but aren't even learning Kitab Ashuri or Kitab Ivri. That doesn't make sense. And my son has picked up on Hebrew. He really enjoys learning the language, and that's not part of his curriculum. I do homeschool. And so this is all very important. So it's like we want to claim these identities but not fulfill what we're supposed to do as a people. That's not, no. Vincent Burns said, no way, that's it, so over the top to hurt your child. Yeah. Ill mindsets, very ill mindsets. Very ill. And it's like, I don't like coming for people's mental states or even their intelligence, but I've been calling a lot of people just slow lately because this stuff is inexcusable. What other sense does it make besides someone to be fully intoxicated with drugs or alcohol or just straight up being slow if they're sober? That none of it makes any logical sense. Not logically, if you're going to think about it. So, okay, like I mentioned earlier, we got Father Abba, and I had told y'all about Goddess Mother Allah. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. I don't think y'all saw her name. This is the Queen of Pentacles, Earth Mother, Goddess of Fertility, opulence, material security, magnificence, heiress, hostess. Those attributes are the earth, nature, objects, and memories. And then we have, okay, they want me to emphasize that we have our God, our Father, Abba, okay? And then we have the actual planet that we're supposed to be taking care of. This is our Earth Mother Goddess. Like, if you're a Hebrew, you're still littering, and you're not taking care of the planet. You're not, making any efforts to garden. You're not making any efforts to support people who have natural food. Just like, you're just a hypocrite out here. You're a whole hypocrite. It don't matter what you call yourself. Oh, I'm tribe of Judah. I'm tribe of Levi. I'm tribe of Gad. No. It don't matter what you rep. It don't matter what you look like and what you wear. It don't matter what type of fringes you got. It don't matter if you got a shofar, I think that's how you pronounce it. It don't matter that you got the latest Bible or Apocrypha or Sefer or Septuagint. It don't matter. None of that matters. Are you taking care of the planet? Adam came from the dust, right? The dust of the earth, the dirt of the earth. Therefore making it his mother. You got the Holy Spirit coming. You got God's energy coming down to the earth and breathing the breath of life into a person. Okay? That's what it say in the Bible, right? Okay. We have to take care of the planet. This is our home. This is our mother. How do you treat your mom? How are you supposed to treat your mom? How do you treat your grandmother? How are you supposed to treat your grandmother? Okay then. What? Okay. They said before I get to this other one, they want me to speak on these two right here. So we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. That entity's name is Anyame, and their attributes are the Guardian and Protector God. And then right up under that, we have the Ten of Chalices, which is Oshun Mare, the Rainbow Serpent, or the Rainbow Snake. And so, these characteristics are, they're the water element and fire element, sentiments and soul for water, spirits, bonds with the origins for fire. And so we have rebirth, vigilance, renewal, discreetly protective presence, perfection of a situation, defense, positive outcome, strength in adversity, contentment, dependability, happiness, and family harmony with those cards. Okay? This is what we are achieving, or what we are projecting to achieve as a collective of Black people. And it's almost as if we reverted. It's almost as if we reverted. And people are publicly outside on the internet saying these things. It's not like y'all are only having private conversations. Yeah, sure, y'all are having private conversations, but then you come out with your narratives and you say stuff in comment section. It's just like, yo. And then all these Hebrew dudes that be hitting me up in my DM talk about they want to marry me. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't know what marriage is. You can't just hit somebody up in their DM and say that you want to marry them when you don't know who they are. I know I'm pretty, but you can't just say you want to marry me based off of that. And so then we have the Ace of Chalices, which is the goddess Buk or Buk, goddess of water and the origins, generating force, vital energy, and the water element, sentiments, and soul. Inexhaustible source, vitality, abundance, and love. This is the divine feminine energy. This is the divine feminine energy with these two goddesses. And then we have Mem, number 13 in Hebrew. And we have Aleph, which is number 1 in Hebrew. With these other two cards, this is the divine masculine. These are the divine masculine. We have Yod, number 10 in Hebrew. And then we have Tet, number 9 in Hebrew. Okay? It's all very simple. Like, it's all very simple. Now, the only thing that may be something that we have to learn about is building communities. I feel like that's the only thing we have to learn about. Because all this other stuff is just common sense. Don't rape people. Do not assault people against their will. Do not manipulate people's minds. Do not lie to people. Do not try to get with all these females and all these dudes. Like, that's just very simple 10 Commandments basic stuff. Just basic. We shouldn't be having to have these conversations. Platinum and Gold TV said that hair with the hard eyes and the brown heart. Gratitude. Greatly appreciate you. And so, yeah. What? Like, did I directly come at you? Any person that I named, Jakuza, Rallo, and Newbury, did I directly come at you on some negativity? Not a response to something you did. Did I ever directly come at you with some negativity unwarranted? Ever. Alright. So with that being said, I think everybody should just take a breather. Like I said, Happy New Year. Take some time to really just like talk to God actually talk to God and communicate with the Holy Spirit. Take some time to meditate and just get clear with that and stop being freaked out by English words. Meditate is in the Bible. And stop omitting those scriptures where it says things like consulting oracles. Stop omitting that and stop emphasizing those scriptures that say that astrologers aren't going to save you and like divination is bad. Like, dude, if you read in especially the books of Kings, you have the diviners and the oracles who are there to help the royalty. Yes, they're there for the community. You have the healers and you have everybody who's necessary. You cannot omit those scriptures. You cannot omit those characters and those important people in the Bible. Even female prophetesses. A lot of them usually go unnamed. I'm Aquafitara in Hebrew. In English, y'all know me as Sovereign Empress. You cannot omit things in the Bible. That's the same exact manipulation that's utilized in the church and religion system. It's all hypocrisy at this point. It's all hypocrisy. And stop talking about polygyny. Y'all niggas don't know what that is. Y'all don't know what that is. If you and your wife, or you don't even have a wife, right? If you keep having multiple females around you and they're different females, you're polyamorous, bro. You're dating. You do not have a wife. You do not practice polygyny. In order to practice polygyny, that means you have to have a first wife that you have a foundation with, and then you have at least a second wife that you have a foundation with. That's it. I don't see why that's so hard to comprehend. And again, if you want to come at me about my personal life, I've already spoken about it. So if you do that, then you're just proving my point even more. I mean, like, stop trying to build a platform when you on bullshit. Or at least while you are building your platform, become a better individual. Like I said, the 20-year-old stuff, okay, it is what it is with the 20-year-old stuff. We're allowed to mess up. We're allowed to have problems. It is what it is. However, y'all niggas in y'all 40s, y'all need to get it together. Y'all don't need to be up here having a midlife crisis and saying y'all want to help people. If you having a midlife crisis, go do that by yourself. Do some shadow work. Get in touch with your root chakra on Saturday, the Sabbath day, Saturn day. Get in touch with your root chakra and really get your stuff figured out. Stop posting content. Stop replying to comments. Stop. Take social media breaks. Stop touring. Stop going to conferences. Stop going on people's live streams and having debates and conversations. Just stop for a good while. Go on semen retention and just get your stuff done. Because like I said, I ain't had no female issues, man. I ain't had no female. It ain't no females come to me about nothing. I ain't heard nothing about no females saying nothing about me. It's always been good vibes with all the ladies. Sometimes some of them stop talking to me, but that's their own personal business. I ain't tripping. Sometimes I stop talking to other people too. That's nobody's business. Do I need to go and form group chats with other people and talk about them? No, but y'all be in y'all 40s doing that. Y'all grown men. What's wrong with y'all? Forget me and what I do. Look at your character and how you are being. What is up with that? Crystal Lightweight Mindstate said, yes, basic righteousness. Basic. Ain't nobody saying you gotta be a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a billionaire. Ain't nobody saying you got to have a community where 15,000 people can stay there. Like, nobody's saying you gotta be all that. I feel like if you just do right for your family, and if y'all want to do the whole polygyny thing, just having 2 wives and just being cool about it, and then y'all just vlog about y'all's life, that's enough inspiration. That's enough education. I know this Muslim union, they got a husband and 2 wives and several children, and they have a whole business of coaching people for polygyny and polygamy. So maybe y'all should hit them up. I'm not going to mention their name in this video, but you should be able to find them. Because, no. It's talking about stuff on the internet and going off on people and being weird and being hypocrites and talking about people behind their back. Like that, this defeats the whole purpose. This defeats the whole purpose of everything you're talking about. It defeats the entire purpose. So, like I said, Happy New Year. Yeah, I don't, as y'all could tell, a lot of y'all, if you follow my platform, I do not like share those guys' videos anymore. Yeah, after that situation happened with Rollo, I was like, okay, yeah, no. Even if I do watch something Like, I don't need to follow a person. I can read the Bible by myself. I can learn Hebrew by myself. And most of them just make reaction videos anyway. So if I want to know about some news, I can just find out about the news anyway. I'm good. Unsubscribe. I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need to have a teacher in that aspect. Especially when it comes with shit like this, bro. Ray smiled. And so yeah, I think that's it. Um this is sad. Like, this is sad. I'm addressing the second community of black people that claim to be this and that. Like, first I was talking to people who call themselves gods and goddesses. Okay. Alright. If you're gonna be a god or a goddess, you gotta act like that. You can't just... And then now I'm addressing Yasharala, comprehending and understanding our identity as children of the Most High. We are of the royal bloodline. So we gotta act like it. We gotta stop complaining about oppression. We gotta stop complaining about these generational curses that we're refusing to break. We gotta stop complaining about clear-skinned people and Gentiles and human beings. Like, even that whole Esau stuff and saying that you want white slaves, like, y'all need to just shut up. Y'all need, like, get off social media, bro. Get off social media for a while, because y'all tweaking. Y'all for real tweaking out here. He has a water gourd. This is significant. I was thinking about one of these earlier. I'm just confirming something. I think somebody may have needed to see this. This is a water gourd. So yeah. I don't want to talk about this, but Spirit is calling me to, because y'all see he has locks here. Newbry, I knew something was off with you when you cut your locks off. I'm just saying. Because you said you were doing the Nazarite vow, and then you started drinking on live. And I'm not saying that you're not allowed to do what you want to do. You're a grown man, you can do what you want to do. At the same time, that was weird. And I had seen your spirit shift. Like, I had seen it. I seen it. I don't know you personally, so I didn't say nothing. And then when all this other stuff happened, I'm just like, yeah, nah, there isn't even a point of contacting y'all directly. Like I said, I was in direct contact with Jakuza, and he blocked me when I said I didn't want to. He blocked me, and so Rollo went off on me, so then I blocked him. Well, he went off on everybody for no reason, without explaining anything. So I blocked him, and like I said, New Breed, I sent you an email, and then you liked one of my risque selfies on Instagram. So I sent you an email about community building after you said that you wanted to buy some land and help out the collective. That was what you said. And I was trying to help you do that. I got over 13,000 people all across the country and in other countries who could have helped you buy some land, bro. Okay. So the card that just came up is the Devil card. I ain't going to elaborate. But I'm finna go, though. I'll see y'all in the next one. Shalom, Rainicorn, Stawad. I greatly appreciate y'all for listening to this. And let's just get our shit straight. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Just, everybody just, come on now. Come on now. It's 2023. We just had 2020 a few years ago. Ain't nobody learned nothing? Like, ain't nobody learned nothing? 2025 right around the corner. Told y'all, I ain't gonna be here. I am not finna be here. I'll be back, but I ain't gonna be here for 2025. Alright. Shalom.